Goodness, I'm going to teach you about the God of the Christians as well as the Messianics. Their God is a lying God, the lying God, who contradicts himself, who tells lie. In John chapter 8, verse 1 through 59, their God, their so-called Jesus they call, is noted. Their lying God who contradicts himself. And I'll read it to you. Yeshua, early in the morning, he came again to the temple, and all the people came unto him, and he sat down and told them. Verse 3 says, and the scribes and the Pharisees brought unto him a female taken in adultery. And when they had set her in the middle, in the midst, they said unto him, Master, this female was taken in adultery, in the very act. Now Moses in the law has commanded us that such should be stoned. But what do you say about it, about her? Then, if you continue to read it, verse 7 he says, the so-called Jesus said, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast the stone at her. The person who haven't committed any sin, let such person stone her. But what does the law say? What does the law say? The law is Leviticus chapter 20 verse 10. Leviticus chapter 20 verse 10. And then it says, and the man that commits adultery with another man's wife, even he that commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. The adulterer and the adulteress should be put to death. So the law says. So accordingly, the scribes and the Pharisees said, we are commanded to stone her. But the so-called Jesus said, he without sin, let him cast the first stone. What the law says, what the law says is not a person who has sinned or who hasn't committed sin. Any person, any Hebrew who believes in God, any children of Israel who believes in God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Hebrews, the God of Israel, should stone her. It's what it says. There is no condemnation of any, unless you are righteous, don't stone her. No. As long as you are a Hebrew, children of Israel, and you believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the God of Hebrews, the God of Israel, you have to stone her. So it says. And for sins, there is forgiveness of sin. God, Yahweh, Elohim, has provided for them as well. So, what says is only stone her, but not a person who haven't ever committed sin. In such a way, he scared them off. And verse 11 says, verse 10 says, woman, where are those, their accusers? Has no man condemned you? She said, no man. Adonai, no man condemned me. And Jesus said to her, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. Now, what the so-called Jesus said is, I don't condemn you either. Go, sin no more. But what does God say? God has said she has to be stoned. But the so-called Jesus said, I don't condemn you. Go, don't sin anymore. it contradicts, it conflicts what Yahweh said in Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. Then, verse 37 he says, I am aware you are Abraham's children, but you seek to kill me, because my word has no place in you. What the Hebrews, the children of Israel, wanted to kill him is because Deuteronomy chapter 13 verse 1 to 10 says, if a prophet arises and tries to attempt to sway you out of the way of the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the God of Hebrew, the God of Israel, the God of your forefathers, put him to death. It is such type of verses which inspired them for such a thing, for their attempt of killing him, executing him. But they are delivered according to, as we see it in verse 3, the scribes, Pharisees, not atheists, but the so-called Jesus said, my word has no place in you. If he is God, then this is a commandment of God that obey. But if it's another person, then in such a case, they don't obey another person. But here it says, my word has no place in you. Verse 7. If it is God, the word of God, the commandment has placed in them, they believe in it. This is why they attempt to kill him, to execute him. It is why they wanted to stone the adulterers. Because the commandment of God says so. So the so-called Jesus is a framer who frames, who framed the scribes, Pharisees. Then verse 47 it says, he that is of God hears God's words. You therefore hear them not, because you are not of God. Then in verse 47 it says, in verse 47 what they said is, what I say to you, you don't understand it. Because you don't understand it, it proves you are not from God. Those who are from God understand God's word, God's commandment. When I speak, they understand. They understand me. But because they are not from God, they don't understand me. What does our Hebrew Messiah say to the